There isn't a ton of new construction communities here in South Florida, but today we're here in Boca at one of the hottest new communities in the area. In fact, we're actually gonna check out one of the homes for sale, but not only that, we're gonna talk about the community itself, the amenities, what it's like to actually live in this part of Boca, and how much power you actually have when it comes to customizing a new construction home from the dirt up. The catch? There may only be a few of these homes left available, but there may be something in the works coming very soon. Let's go check it out. So Boca is one of those towns you either kind of love it or you kind of hate it. At least that's how I feel, but I got a lot of good feedback on my last Boca video, so I thought I'd show you a little bit of the other side of town. And I know a lot of you relocating always ask me about new construction in this particular part of Southern Palm Beach County or Broward, and there just really isn't a whole lot of it. So we're gonna go check out one of the few brand new builds in the area, and my partner is actually gonna meet us there and tell us a little bit about the home and the community. And speaking of relocating, we just released our brand new Relocation Guide 2.0. It's packed with tons of information, much better than the last one that I made in my opinion, and it's available as a free download at the link in my description. This is my partner, Erica. Some of you may know her, and Erica's gonna tell us a little bit about this area and this house. So where are we at right now?
We're in Lotus Palm. This is in Boca Raton, and it's just off of the Turnpike, which is great for travel, and of course, the most important thing for shopping and dining. We're just off of what's called Glades Road. It goes east and west. And on Glades Road, we have the Boca Mall, and we have a lot of really great restaurants. A lot of the time, people come up from Fort Lauderdale, from Parkland, from Coral Springs, all those areas, just to go shopping in the Boca Raton Mall because it has high-end luxury retail stores as well as restaurants, but there's a nice mix of demographic here. Right now, we are going to show you one of our listings that we're featuring here in Lotus Palm. This is the Pacifica model. It is 3-car garage, which is great on an over 8,000 square foot lot. This community is really great because it was just constructed. It's completely new construction. The thing is that prices did go up a bit when they started the new construction here, and now for resale, this is a great value. We're listed at $2.3 million, and it's a 4-bedroom, 5.5 bathrooms. And I love the layout because you get the master bedroom downstairs, so it's nice and quiet. You know, this is ideal for a family that has middle to older kids, middle school, high school. The schools are fantastic, all A-rated schools here. So you get that nice privacy downstairs, and then they can stay upstairs. The upstairs units do have balconies, and they are all en suite. So this is ideal for those looking to relocate to a safe neighborhood. And the bonus thing, it does have an association fee of around $650 per month. It really isn't, because what it includes is maintenance on your lawn. It includes a pro shop for pickleball players, for all you pickleball enthusiasts, also tennis enthusiasts. That's all included in the association. So it's almost like you're purchasing a club membership. So the thing with Boca here, and I'm sure you know, Don, that a lot of the times in these types of gated communities, you do require a membership fee in order to access the club. And get this, there is a restaurant in the clubhouse that you can use and just pay for the food and not have to pay for membership.
So let me ask you something, because I always talk about that there's not a lot of new construction here in South Florida, and we happen to be in one of the areas where there is a lot. And a lot of people don't like that cookie cutter feel of new construction. So is there opportunity in this neighborhood to customize?
Oh, 100%. So there's massive opportunities to customize. If you're doing, obviously, starting from the ground up, you're buying a lot, you're building the house yourself, you have opportunities there because they do have different packages in what you would like. It's GL Homes, so their finishes for GL Homes compared to some of the major developers, the finishes here are legit.
And they're big in Boca.
Yes, they're big in Boca. Big in Boca. So yeah, you have opportunity to customize. Like it could be a blank slate and you come in, bring a designer. And it, of course, in these types of neighborhood, it adds value to your home, these types of upgrades. So
let's go look at them. I love this space and this kitchen. Tell us what we got here.
So thank you. Yeah, the space is great. Like I said, the layout is fantastic. The owners currently, they bought from new construction. Now they're selling because of their own plans. In the new construction, they had $250,000 worth of upgrades. So here you see nice stone countertops, gas stove, which is complete.
That's huge because there's no gas here in Florida. If you know, everything is electric here. And I don't know about you, but I prefer gas. So
yeah,
this whole neighborhood, Lotus Palm specifically, lined with gas.
Yeah, exactly. So the standard is the gas stove here. Their upgrades were like, for instance, the soft close cabinets, the wood, it's oak wood. You have a large island for entertaining. And it's the location of the kitchen is nice because you see out into the backyard.
This is an entertainer's house for sure.
Yeah, definitely. And it's great for families. You have here on the same floor, like I said, the primary bedroom. You got to look at the primary bathroom. It is to die for. You have a huge fridge. It's almost like a commercial grade fridge. So.
And one thing that I love is like when you walk right in through the front door, you just have this wide open view of everything and you can see directly out to the pool.
When you do walk in, you have high, about 20-foot ceilings, and you have a nice loft up there. The upgrades that they did included the staircases, which is wood, the flooring, which is all porcelain and tile. You get so many places for outdoor living space here. There's balconies upstairs, and then of course the backyard and the pool space. Now, one thing I will say that even though that they included upgrades, I would still consider having a designer come in, because when you walk in through that door, you can have a beautiful chandelier hanging down, and that will make a world of a difference. Changing the light fixtures, maybe putting up wall panel for entertainment, textures to the wall with wallpaper, things like that. There's still endless possibilities to upgrade. And in a neighborhood like this, it gives it value.
Yeah, and that's the kind of customization that you're gonna get here so your house doesn't look exactly like your neighbor's.
The thing that I do love about this model is that everything's all pretty much separated. You still have the loft space upstairs, and you have the club room. It's a full-size club room. People call club rooms sometimes, and it's just like really like for a desk and a chair. This is the legitimate club room. You can use it for any purpose that you want. Has French doors, and the loft upstairs you can do as a family room. You can have like a movie theater up there.
Yep.
Because I personally like to leave the front of the house when I'm entertaining as a formal dining area. I do not allow TVs in the formal living room. So that's the thing. I feel like we all should get off the electronics a little bit more, even though you're on it right now.
Don't get off this
It is not off of this one. This one's bringing you value, okay?
And by the way, if you are getting value from this video, make sure to subscribe to the channel because we're putting out videos every week about what it's like to move to or live in South Florida. And if you are thinking about moving here, my team and I would love to be your real estate resource of choice. So feel free to reach out to us at any time. The link is in the description. All right, what do you think? You want to show them the bathroom next? Master bathroom?
I'm a big bathroom person. So if the house is nice, but the bathroom isn't, I won't buy it. But that's just me. Welcome to the back.
Wow.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
Pretty amazing.
Yeah.
So this is a pretty nice pool. Does something like this come standard in all these homes here, or is this one of their custom upgrades?
Good question. So this is a custom upgrade, okay? The standard lots don't come with the pool. This pool was put in by the developer, and it costs them a lot less when you do new construction because they have all the vendors in place for that. So it costs them about $75,000 to put in this pool additionally from the upgrades and the lot and obviously the construction. Now, say you buy a lot that doesn't have a pool and it's a resale. Right now, everything's kind of backed up. And so it's costing them for around $120,000, up to $120,000. Maybe not for a pool like this, but it definitely costs a lot more for these third-party vendors to come in and put a pool in, and it'll take months. The other great thing about the way that they build these homes here is that there's a lot of electrical outputs outside. And for instance, in this area right here, which you will see, you can put a summer kitchen. So there's another upgrade you can add to it to give it more value.
Yeah. Not only do you have this nice pool here, but you're overlooking the canal right there. A majority of these homes are on water. You're gonna find that in a lot of these new construction communities, whether it's Parkland or Boca.
And the great thing about this particular lot is that they put turf around and it looks like real grass. So you have no maintenance in the backyard, absolutely zero. You still get a nice view with the landscaping that they did. Some of the other new construction developments don't have this type of landscaping and mature trees like they do in this community, which I love. You still have access to the canal, but it is fenced off.
And I get it, some of you may not like the AstroTurf as the grass, but like Erica just mentioned, it is fenced off, and then beyond the fence there's the canal and there's real grass down there. And the good thing about that is you have access to that, but you're not responsible for maintaining that. That's something that the association is taking care of. So AstroTurf, I mean, that's a personal preference. If you have pets, you may or may not love it, but you do have real grass back there.
Yeah, and the lot's large enough here where you still have that ability to have your pets relieve themselves outdoors. There's not too much that you have to maintain.
She means take a
The other thing is that the pavers here, the pool deck is really nice. So a lot of the times the new construction builders, they put in kind of like a cement pool deck with an imprint just to kind of keep costs down. But here they put a nice tile deck. The other thing is I love about this and the way that they laid it out, the canal is not right on top of the house. So there's still so much space between you and your neighbors. I mean, it's so quiet out here, you can barely hear anything, and it's so tranquil, which I love. And a lot of the times people come to these new constructions and they want to live here because of the security. You have 24-hour man gate. You also have, of course, the great school districts, and your neighbors are all very friendly. I met some of them at the clubhouse. Even though it's a new clubhouse, there's still a really nice community being built.
Yeah, the clubhouse only opened about a month ago.
It's a great opportunity, Don, to get in here before the prices go up, because even pre-construction, they have gone up since a year ago or so.
Yeah, and this community is 95 to 98% sold out already. There is the Lotus Edge community that is being built, kind of like the sister community of this one, which is under construction right now. But I mean, like I said, there's just not a lot of options when it comes to new construction in South Florida. And we tend to think of new construction, really anything built, what would you say, 2020, 2018 and newer?
I think 2018, because most of South Florida, as you know, was built around 1970s or so. And then there was a cycle. So 1970s, then there was early 2000s to 2010. And then around the 20s is when they started the next cycle.
Yeah, and that's currently the cycle that we're in right now. And we're here in Boca, something like this in Fort Lauderdale, which I know a lot of you want. Something like this in Fort Lauderdale, number one, the city's pretty much established, so there's no land to build something like this out there. In Boca, there's a lot of land. You can see the drone shot that I'm showing you right now. There's a ton of land out here, whether it's Boca, Parkland, or anywhere else up in Western Palm Beach County. This is where all the new construction is happening.
And the great thing is that Fort Lauderdale is great because it's the city, right? This location in particular, like I said, people come from Fort Lauderdale up here to go to these shops to Boca Raton. People come from Miami. A lot of people are transplants from Miami coming up to Boca because Miami's just gotten way expensive. And obviously out by the beach, it's a whole different crowd. There's less regulations, so there's a lot more, let's say, vacationers.
Transient people.
Transient people, I didn't want to say that, but transient people.
No,
but here, you get to know your neighbors, you get to build a community, you get to have an investment for long term. So Don, we went over the Lotus Palm, and just curious, what do you think?
I mean, I think it's amazing. Not only is this house amazing, but the resort style clubhouse and the fact that it's pre-construction and new construction, which we've already established, it's hard to come by in South Florida. But more importantly, what do you guys think? Let us know down in the comments. And whether you're thinking about buying or selling a home anywhere in South Florida, we'd love the opportunity to connect with you. So feel free to reach out to us at any time, or you can skip the line, go to the link in my description and book a Zoom call with me. In the meantime, I appreciate you watching.
Hello.
We'll catch you on the next one.
We did it! Oh, you look a little wet, Dawn. That felt so good.